Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Station is ready for the event.
NASA Administrator Bill Nelson and Senator Mark Kelly, please call station for a voice check.
So Jessica and Samantha, this is Mark Kelly and Administrator Bill Nelson. We're here in Arizona with all these kids from the Tarwater Elementary School here in Chandler. So we're very excited to speak with you.
We are super excited to speak with you as well. Nice to be talking with you.
Jessica, how do you hear us?
Sir, you're coming in a little bit garbled for us.
Okay, well, all the kids here are very excited to hear from you. We have an entire set of questions, and we're going to play those questions now.
All right, excellent.
Hello, my name is Logan. I'm a fourth grader. Now my question is, what odd things happen in zero gravity?
Hey, Logan, that's a great question. Well, first of all, in 0G, we float, which is maybe not an odd thing, but an incredibly fun thing. And then things move in a very interesting and fun way. For example, I can show you this ball of M&Ms and show you a little bit how they move around. Here, I'll come closer. I'll let it float towards you. I think that's pretty cool. What do you think, Logan?
Hi, my name is Easton. I'm a sixth grader, and my question is, what is the transition like from Earth's gravity to zero gravity?
It's a great question as well. And that was one of the coolest parts of our launch to get up here, was being able to go through that transition. And it is abrupt. The rocket that we take, that takes us up here, basically shuts off its engines, and all of a sudden we're floating. So it is a pretty cool phenomenon to go from feeling lots of G's in your chest to then just feeling none and just being weightless. This, like our what we call our zero gravity indicator, we had 2 of them here that helped us identify when we actually got to 0G. We had these in the Dragon capsule with us. So these guys give us a good taste of what being in 0G is like.
Hi, my name is Quinn. I'm in 6th grade, and my question is, what is your favorite food to eat in space?
I don't know that it's my favorite food, but I think it's what is one of her favorite foods. So we have some space mac and cheese here, which I understand is quite loved by kids all over the U.S., right? And so we have a version of it, which is the way it comes up, which is dehydrated. So, you know, all the water was taken out of this package. And then when we are ready to eat, or Wadi is ready to eat it, she adds some water like that, some hot water, and you just leave it there for maybe 5-10 minutes, and then it becomes a real portion of tasty mac and cheese. And Wadi can probably testify to that.
Absolutely. Delicious.
Hi, my name is Jose. I'm a 6th grader, and when you are in the space station, can you feel the days and nights like people on Earth?
Yeah, so we get lots of days and nights, just like on Earth, except multiplied by a lot. We have day-night cycles every 90 minutes, and so we get to experience lots of sunrises, lots of sunsets throughout the course of the day. And for us, we operate on GMT time, so Greenwich Mean Time, and that's how we know when it's time to wake up and when to go to bed. But we get to see the sun rise and set all day long.
Hi, my name is Lucas. I'm in 5th grade. My question is, what happens if you get sick in space?
Hey, Lucas. Well, we try really hard not to get sick. That's why before we fly, they really screen us and make sure we're healthy. And we even do like a quarantine for a couple of weeks before we launch. But if we do have like little small problems, we actually have medication packs up here. And so what we do, we obviously do not go ahead and take medications just on our own. Most of us are not doctors. But we have doctors, we call them flight surgeons on the ground. We can give them a call and tell them what's wrong with us, and then they can figure out what kind of medications we need. And we have a bunch of those packs with all kinds of meds that can help us in case we're sick.
Hi, my name is Colin, and I'm in 5th grade. And my question is, how do you get oxygen if not from tanks?
Station Houston ACR, the mic is not on.
That's a great question, Colin. We actually use chemistry to get our oxygen up here. So we have a system that generates oxygen by splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen, and then we can use the oxygen to breathe.
I'm in 5th grade. My question is, what is something NASA has trained you that you never expected you'd need training in?
Around here, Waddy is getting off a handrail a bungee. You know, because we don't have the effects of gravity here, we cannot just put things down and expect them to stay there. You know, if we put things down just like that, they will float away. So one of the things that we do is Velcro. Another one of the things we do is to use bungees. They're like elastic cords like that. And so, believe it or not, we all got some training about how to use bungees in a safe manner so that we do not hurt ourselves, and then we don't have to go into the medication packs that we talked about earlier.
Hi, my name is Julia, and I'm in 5th grade. My question today is, what does your team do if you collide with something in space?
Yeah, it's a good thought. Certainly is something that we think about a lot and want to make sure that we are not coming into contact with any debris or anything out here in space. So luckily for us, we have a whole team of people on the ground who are keeping track of all of the kind of space junk and potential objects and keep us safe away from that debris. And if we need to, we can always move station just a little bit to avoid any of those pieces of debris.
Hi, my name is PJ. I am in 6th grade, and my question today is, how do you prevent G-induced loss of consciousness while taking off?
Wow, that's a very interesting question. So a G-induced loss of consciousness, like a G-lock, is actually typical of when you fly high-performance aircraft. You know, we talk about like pulling Gs if you go into a really tight turn or a very tight pull-up. And the reason is that in that case, what happens is that the blood kind of flows because of the way that acceleration goes. Those G they go from your head to your feet, and that's where your blood tends to go. And so your brain might momentarily not have enough blood to stay awake and function properly, and so that's why you lose consciousness briefly until those Gs go away. when they, a few decades ago, when they started to develop spacecraft, they, rightly so, thought that it was a good idea to put the seats in the vehicles in such a manner that the G's would not go from your head to your feet, like in a combat aircraft, for example, or an aerobatic aircraft, but rather from your chest to your back, like pressing into your chest, which is, sometimes it can cause a little bit of discomfort and a little bit of trouble breathing if the G's continue for a long time or are very elevated, but it does not cause your blood to go away from the brain, and so you do not have that issue of a G lock.
Hi, my name is Fabricio. I'm in the 5th grade. My question is the space station powered by renewable energy or fossil fuels?
So up here on Space Station, we actually have recently upgraded our power situation. So we are powered by solar arrays. So we have several of them outside of station. They're super large. And recently we have upgraded or started the process of upgrading those solar arrays. So we have new ones that are called IROSA, and we have been installing them one at a time. They're much smaller and much higher performance, so we can get more bang for our buck and more power efficiency out of each one of them.
Hi, my name is Christian and I'm in 5th grade. My question is, on Earth, how long does it take to feel normal again after being in space for so long?
Hey, great question. I think it depends a little bit, or it varies from person to person. I would say that the bulk, the majority of readaptation to Earth probably occurs in those first few days, maybe a week, and then you slowly, completely go back to normal, I think, within the course of a few weeks. Again, it depends a little bit from individual to individual, and that includes both your physical readaptation as well as like your readapting to being, in a normal life in society and within your family and friends and colleagues group.
Hello, my name is Grayson. I am in 3rd grade. My question is, what is your favorite part about being in space?
Wow, well, it is hard to choose just one thing. Being in space is awesome, and getting to be in space with my crewmates like Samantha here is even more awesome. But probably my favorite part, or I'm going to choose two things. One is being able to look at the Earth from where we are. Being able to look down on the Earth and see all of the different geology and all of the city lights and all of the clouds. It's just absolutely beautiful and such a unique perspective. And then the other part that I enjoy quite a bit is the floating part, getting to float around and learn how to translate around, use different handrails, use your feet, use your hands. It's just been really fun.
Hi, my name is Jovi and I'm in 3rd grade. My question is, what is the age requirement to go on the ISS?
I don't know that there is an age requirement. It's more about what your training, your education, and your accomplishments being sufficient for you to be selected as an astronaut. Like really, really, really smart people like Wadi, they get selected when they're very young. I think you were
29.
Yeah. So Wadi was 29, and that's really a little bit on the younger side, I would say. But yeah, there's no like minimum age or anything like that.
My name is Milan and I am in 3rd grade. What will happen to the space station in 10 to 15 years?
That's a great question and an important one. We are super excited about part of what we're doing up here, which is continuing the legacy of the space station and doing lots of maintenance to make sure that she is up to the task and ready to go up through 2030 is when we have signed off on continuing the space station. And after that, we are excited about all of the commercial opportunities. So lots of private industries, and we'll kind of start to take over the low Earth orbit, which is exciting for us because that means that we can start thinking about moving forward and thinking about going towards the moon and eventually to Mars.
Hi, my name is Eliza. I'm in 3rd grade, and my question is, do you think tourists will ever be allowed to visit the space station?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. We actually recently, just maybe a month ago, a little over a month ago, there was for the first time a private crew that came and visited space station and stayed for a couple of weeks. So those 4 individuals were not professional astronauts. Well, one of them was a former professional astronaut. They were like, private individuals who had that desire to come to space station, who had, activities that they wanted to perform up here, including science experiments, and so they had that, they basically purchased a ticket, if you want, to be able to come up here and spend a few days up here.
Hi, my name is Ethan. I am from 3rd grade. My question is, what was the hardest part of your training to become an astronaut?
Yeah, I think the hardest part for me was really not any one particular part necessarily, but really just that there was so much and so many different things to learn. Kind of like in school, and you have so many different subjects, and you have math and writing and reading and science. Each one of those is different, and it's super fun to be able to learn about all these different subjects, and we do the same thing in our training. We learn about lots of different subjects, and then when we get up here we can kind of put it all together and get to work on our mission.
Hi, my name is Lila, and I'm in 5th grade. And my question for you is, how does the discovery of the new black hole affect the future trips to space or missions to space?
That's a very insightful question, and I would say that the biggest effect of new discoveries and new findings like that one is that it just inspires us and encourages us and excites us more to go out and explore. There's so much that we don't know and so much that we want to find answers to and learn more about, and so that is what we're doing up here. That's why we participate in the human spaceflight program, is to be able to explore and start to answer some of those really exciting and interesting questions.
So, Jessica and Samantha, on behalf of all the kids at Tarwater Elementary School and the NASA administrator, we want to really thank you for spending the time today. We know you're very busy, and we all appreciate all the hard work you're doing and your service to our country, and for Samantha, your service to Italy. It's all much appreciated. Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks. Be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event. Thank you.
Thank you to all the participants. Station, we are now resuming operational audio communications.